trial or something. So, I mean, there's a lot of speculation behind it still. There's no definite.
What do you think led her to kill herself?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I never seen it coming, so I can't really answer that. I mean, I don't know. They've been blaming it on the media and the press and stuff and saying that the press was cruel to her and stuff, but I don't feel that way. I mean, I feel that at any point in time she could have turned the media away from her because all she had to do was cooperate. In the start, the first week, the media was all about me. I mean, it was all pointed towards me. And I cooperated 110%, proved that it wasn't me, that I had nothing to do with it. And the media turned from me and they turned to her. And then all she would have had to have done is cooperate 110% and prove that it wasn't her. And the media wouldn't have been on her. They would have been moving on, focusing on something else.
Of course, a lot of people are also speculating that she took this great secret to her grave, but you don't think that's what happened?
No, I think somebody out there knows something. I mean, I'm very confident somebody out there knows something, and we just need them to come forward at this time. We need them to give us the information that they have.
And you're positive she didn't have anything to do with the disappearance, or even worse?
I can't say positive that she didn't. I mean, there's always that possibility. There's always the possibility that it was her or that it was a stranger. I mean, it hasn't been defined yet which it is.
We found some of her entries from her MySpace account where she seems like a very devoted mother in some of these, talking about one component that I hold extremely valuable in my life is my son. What kind of mother was she?
She was the mother. I mean, she tended to him. I mean, when we were together, we done equal stuff. I mean, I tended to him and she tended to him. As far as after we separated and she had him, I can't speculate on what she done then. I mean, because obviously I wasn't around, I didn't see, so.
She also seems troubled in these MySpace entries.
Yeah.
Talking about fighting to keep her son, seeming that she's a young mother, the struggles with that. Was she troubled?
I feel that she was. I feel she needed some kind of help, but it was just, you can't make somebody get help. They have to want to get help for themselves. And she didn't want to admit anything, that she had any kind of problem. She thought that it was perfectly normal and that she didn't need any help, where other people are 100% that she did need help. I mean, and I feel if she would have gotten that help, that she would have been a lot better off.
Describe it. Why did you think she needed help? Was she depressed? What?
To a sense, yes, she was depressed. And then the threats that she had made before about killing herself, stuff like that. I mean, obviously, if you're making that kind of threat, then there's some kind of instability there. And, I mean, she needed help as far as that.
Were you ever worried about leaving your son with her?
Yeah, I mean, I had my worries.
Do you know if there are any other men in her life? In some of these MySpace accounts, it seems like maybe she's talking about love interest, or one or more than one. It's hard to say.
I didn't really keep track with her over the time that we were separated and stuff. I didn't really keep track of who she was with. I mean, I had my life and she had hers.
And, of course, it was your son who you had in common.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Trenton. Describe him.
He was just a ball of joy. I mean, full of energy, loved playing, loved having fun. I mean, loved to be around other kids and family members and stuff. So, I mean, he was a 2-year-old. I mean, into stuff. I mean, just everywhere. You turn your back for 1 second and you were chasing him down because he was in high gear running. So.
What has it been like for more than 2 weeks to have him ripped out of your life?
It's been rough. I mean, it's been extremely rough on me and my family because I hadn't seen him since June was the last time I seen him. So I haven't seen him even longer now. And, I mean, I didn't see him on his 2nd birthday or anything. So, I mean, it makes it that much more harder on my family and me. If
someone does have him right now, what would you say to that person?
Just return him. I mean, that's what we're wanting. I mean, we want him back, and that's our whole goal, and that's the whole focus of this. And I mean, even with the other events, we're still keeping our head on straight and moving forward with this, because we got to continue to think positive and continue to move forward. And I mean, we're not looking to put anybody in jail right now. I mean, our whole goal is to return Trenton, and if somebody's got him, they can take him to a police department, they can take him to a fire station, they can take him to any place and return him.
How do you keep going these days? I imagine day after day. Does it get a little bit harder?
Yeah, it gets a little bit harder, but I mean, I feel the only way to get through it is with your family and your friends. And I mean, that's been my support since day one, is my family and my friends. And I mean, they've gotten me through it. I mean, yeah, it's rough times, but I mean, kind of in a sense, humor gets you through it. I mean, because if you get down and depressed, then you're basically sitting there. And I mean, if you can keep humor going and, I mean, make everyone laugh and smile in a sense, then that kind of keeps everybody on a positive note and keeps them moving forward. So, I mean, that's how we've gotten through a lot of it. It's just through the friends and family and the motivation to get his picture out there that much more. I mean, just with my friends and family alone, we've passed out over 22,000 flyers with just us. That's not counting the email chains that we've started with them, and then we posted them on myspace.com. I mean, we're trying anything and everything to get his picture out there that much more.
What's your relationship right now with the investigators working on this case?
I'm in full cooperation with them. I mean, I talk to them numerous times throughout the day, keeping in touch, working hand in hand with them. Anything that they need, they know they can call me, and I'll do it if I'm able to. So, I mean, I'm cooperating with them 110% still.
Do you feel they have any suspicion of you?
No, not at this time. I mean, they've been satisfied with everything that I've done so far. I done the polygraph test. I gave them an alibi. My alibi checked out with all of my friends. I mean, I was where I was at that I said I was. I mean, I was fully covered as far as my alibi checked out 100%.
You also don't want to think that Melinda had anything to do with this. Who do you think has your son?
I don't know at this time. I mean, that's what we're hoping to find out.
I have to ask you, we have this other entry from, it seems to be from MySpace, and we think that you wrote this to Melinda. I'll just read you part of this, but it says, "I hate you because you ruined my life and took my son. I'm going to hunt you and your damn son down one day and kill both of you." It goes on with some more threats towards the end of this. When I get my hands on you, I'll delete that part. You'll regret what you've done. Did you write this?
No, I didn't write it. I mean, we're in a court thing right now, or we were in a court thing, and I've actually turned my computer over to a computer expert to prove that I didn't write it.
Okay, so you know what this is? You've seen this?
I've seen it.
Where do you think this came from?
I can't say. I mean, I have my speculations, but I can't really go into those right now.
So is there someone out there who you think might be behind this?